What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you another Monday Night Raw review today. And it's been a long time since I did one, so let's start. Let's get it off. Start off right away. So first, Kevin Owens kicks off Monday Night Raw, and instead of talking about Chris Jericho, he explains how he's ready, how he's prepared for Goldberg, how he's not going to underestimate him like Brock Lesnar did. Which, to a certain point, you can say, oh, well, you kind of say Brock Lesnar did kind of underestimate him, but at the same time, He says that it's known fact that the longer a Goldberg match goes, the more likely your opponent is to win, which is very true, which is why most of his matches were always less than 10 minutes, I'll say. He said that's not going to happen, and then he's ready for him, and he's ready to go and get the job done. And then when he was about to address the Chris Jericho situation, he just dropped the mic. So here's my situation on the whole Triple H thing. First of all, it was very good that Chris Jericho didn't come out. It was very good that he was not on the show, because I think it would diminish the fact of what happened last week. I think we're going to see Chris Jericho come back at Fastlane, obviously, and cost him the title, because obviously I see WWE going that route of making sure that Goldberg's match stays longer. So every time he tries to go for the spear, Owens will roll out of the way, do what he can to prolong it, and then Chris Jericho obviously will come back and cost him the title. And then when we're like, oh, why, Chris, did you do that? He'll go, oh, when he explains himself, he'll say, oh, Triple H told me, if you really want to get along in this company, you don't need friends. I didn't need friends. I got to the top because I was a ruthless killer. I was a cerebral assassin. I was the game, yada, yada, yada. Which is why, and then since Chris Jericho is the United States champion, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. Although we did enjoy the stuff with him and Chris joking around and stuff, a more serious Kevin is what you're going to need if you're going to face Goldberg. I mean, let's just be honest with it, and let's just tell it like it is. But I thought the opening was pretty good, so a B. Next, we got Enzo and Cass taking on Sheamus and Cesaro. The match was but it was what happened after the match. Enzo and Cass did end up winning, and after the match, Enzo was running his mouth or whatever and got broad kicked by Sheamus. Now, the crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Sheamus." Now, I could see how this could worry the WWE, only to this extent. See, Enzo and Cass, ever since they came to WWE, they have been one of the most popular tag teams on the show. Like, one of the most popular things on the show that people look forward to seeing. Obviously, they go along with them when they do their entrance and everything like that, but at the same time, it's like, the fact that they were cheering, "Thank you, Sheamus," it was a funny thing, but when he bro kicked him, it's just, you put Enzo and Cass in so much stupid stuff that now people don't really take them seriously. Had they been sticking to serious stuff from the get-go, then maybe we take them seriously. But right now, the only serious thing about them is Big Cass, because Enzo is a joke, literally and figuratively, which I get is his character, but even still, that should be worrisome. But we'll see how it goes at Fastlane. So next we had Akira, what's his name? I can't remember his last name. Taking on Brian Kendricks. The match never got started because Akira refused to shake Kendricks' hand. They were having a match because Akira didn't want to be Kendricks' student or whatever, so he beat him down, and that was that. So I gave it a C. I gave Kevin Owens opening a B. I gave the Cesaro Cass thing, I gave that a C, and this is a C. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Next, we had Roman Reigns taking on the Club in a 2-on-1 handicap match. The match was starting to get out of control. The Club brings in a chair, but Roman Reigns stops him from using it, uses the chair on them, and starts to beat them down. And he had an amazing spirit out of in midair. I gave it a C. It was okay for what it was. Nothing more, nothing special. So, C. Next, we have the New Day taking on Rusev and Jinder Mahal in a tag team match. The New Day have got their ice cream plans on a digital iPad this time. And just as they were going to tell everyone, Lana's like, oh no, I got the plan. She was revealing the plans to everyone. Everyone was like, no, how'd you get the plans? And Biggie was like, she Russian, right? And now, I'm telling you, man, when he said that, man, I was bagging up, bro. I was like, no, they did not just go there. Woo! If you've been following the news, which I don't all that much, but I know a little bit, you would know the whole Russian hacking the stuff. That I just thought that was funny, man. I was like, yo. But the match goes on. Uh, what's his name? Xavier Woods blows his trumpet to distract Lana. She throws her iPad up in the air. She destroys it. Now they don't have the plans anymore, and now the New Day will have ice cream for everyone. Plus, the New Day are hosting WrestleMania, which I was upset about at first because I'm like, why? They should be having a match. But at the same time, I can understand why they're hosting WrestleMania. So I'm cool with it now. Next, so I gave that a C, by the way. Next, we have the Cruiserweight contract signing between Jack Gallagher and Neville. Neville was... They both came out and signed the contract real quickly. Obviously, with table contract signings, they normally break up in a fight. But, what happened? Neville was like... Not Neville. Jack Gallagher was like, oh, yo, man, you want some tea and biscuits, bruh? And so he's like, what is wrong with you? This is exactly why I stopped being the way I was, because people expect you to be all British and proper and everything like that, and that's bull crap. And they got into a fight, and Jack Gallagher got away with the quick scuffle win, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But it was a C. So next we had Sarah versus Nia Jax in a squash match. Obviously, Nia Jax won, and then she declared that she wants to be the new number one contender and put Bayley on notice. So there's that. Next, speaking of Bayley, we've got Bayley coming out celebrating her return to Los Angeles, California, whatever, where she grew up at, and she's like, oh yeah, I finally did it, I'm women's champion, yay, yay. And then Stephanie came out and says, you stand for a lot of great qualities and stuff, and do you really want to win the championship that way? Do you really want to? So, you should hand me the title. And the stupid thing about it was this, like, I seriously thought for a moment that she was going to hand the title over. But I'm like, why would you even be considering this? Okay? It's like John Cena, who nobody likes, would never even consider saying, nah, bro, I won this fair and square. John Cena wouldn't consider it. Triple H wouldn't consider it. Apparently, Hulk Hogan considered it when the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, came and offered him $1 million and was like, I'll give you $1 million if you give me your WWE Championship. And the same exact way Bayley did it is how he did it. I only know that because my dad told me. But even still, it's like, why do you even consider, like, why? I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. Sasha Banks comes out, and it looks like they're starting to plant the seeds for a Sasha Banks versus Stephanie McMahon feud, which I heard. I'm not upset about it. I mean, obviously, we'll see how it goes. Looks like Vince wants both his kids at WrestleMania this year, because obviously, the whole AJ Styles, Shane McMahon thing, which I still don't agree with, but I digress. Other than that, Charlotte comes out. Charlotte says she's going to get a rematch at Fastlane. We all know what that means. That means that she will win the title back, because there's no way she's losing at Fastlane. If she does, I'd be shocked, but that's not going to happen. And so that led into Sasha Banks versus Charlotte, which obviously when those two get together, they have a tremendous match. So I gave that a B, but I gave the Bayley promo a D, because that's stupid for you even to be considering going like, should I really give this up? Like, the title's supposed to mean something. No, man, I won this. I'd have been like, man, is you crazy, woman? I ain't giving this up. That's exactly what I would have said. Next, we had Sami Zayn about to take on Kevin Owens. I knew when Kevin Owens was stopped by Mick Foley that he was going to be fighting Sami Zayn. Like, I just knew. So Sami Zayn comes down to the ring, gets beat up by, what's his name? Samoa Joe. Gets beat up by Samoa Joe, hands him over to Kevin Owens. Obviously, Sammy's like, no, I can do it. Gets beat down by Kevin Owens, 1, 2, 3, match over. So, C, but it's still a waste of time. I'm not feeling the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens thing. That's Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe thing. Obviously, the Seth Rollins stuff was better, but we all know what happened with that. Speaking of Seth Rollins, he will be on Raw next week for an interview with Michael Cole to let us know if he'll be able to compete at WrestleMania or not this year. Also, speaking of another interview, we had Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Brock scared off Michael Cole, so he ran up, and Brock was just sitting in the chair, and he was just like this while Paul Heyman spoke. And I'm just sitting there the whole time like, what is he doing? Like, I know he does it in the ring, but he was all up in the camera's face. I just thought that was kind of weird, but obviously Paul Heyman doing what Paul Heyman does. Goldberg will be back next week, so obviously everyone will be looking forward to that. And then finally, the main event. How they kept telling us this is going to be the largest main event of all time. They had to reinforce the ring. Braun Strowman versus The Big Show, which I didn't think was going to be a very good match, but that match was pretty good, you know. Obviously, Big Show was getting beat down, you know. Big Show came back. I was like, I really want to see Big Show hit that knockout punch, and I want to see if he kicks out. Big Show hit a choke slam. Nope. Big Show puts Braun Strowman on top rope. And I'm like, oh, they're going to do the Brock Lesnar Big Show thing where he's going to suplex him and they're going to break the ring. But they didn't do that, actually. So I was like, oh, okay. And then as Braun was about to jump, bam, knockout punch. I was like, oh, man, let's see what's going to happen. 1, 2, kicks out. I was like, oh, man. Braun hits his running power bomb or whatever. Big Show kicks. I'm like, he better kick out. And then Braun, it's like, why is it whenever a wrestler pulls down his straps, he's like, yeah, about to get serious now. About to really put it on now. And then he puts him in the running power bomb again. And that's 1, 2, 3, match is over. The match was great. Gave it a B and everything for what it was. I just found that funny. I'm glad I got to see the knockout punch. It was great. After the match, Roman Reigns comes out, hits a couple of Superman punches, about to go for the spear. Roman Reigns gets dropped by a drop kick from Braun Strowman, which I have to say, Braun Strowman earlier in the match when he did that kick flip up, I was like, yo, what the heck? What do you think this man is, Shawn Michaels? Like, he's doing all these athletic things. This man is big, but I absolutely love what they're doing with Braun Strowman right now. They are doing it right with this man. Like, WWE cannot possibly screw this up. Like, I don't know what they got planned for him for WrestleMania. All I know was this. He better not be in the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He better not be in that. He better not be in that. I swear if he is. The year up build-up this man was getting only for him to be in the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Really, though? Really? Like, come on now. He better not. He better have some kind of match, and it better be great. Speaking of which, but that was pretty much Monday Night Raw. Overall, it was a pretty average episode. When I first saw it, I was like, oh man, SmackDown gonna have to step up its game tomorrow. But really, it was an average show. As you can see, there are a lot of C's in this. Nothing very special, nothing major happened really. So we'll see what SmackDown has to bring tonight. I haven't watched SmackDown in a while, but I'm going to. So, well, that's pretty much the Raw review. I don't got much time because I got to do my next video now, and I don't have that much memory. So, with that being said, I will catch you later for tomorrow for my SmackDown Live video. And if you're not done with that, just got 2 words for you. Peace out. Raw review is back. SmackDown Live review is back. Let's kick it, y'all. Enjoy them.